Hey guys, what's going on? This is Tylearn, and today we are going to be doing What If Naruto was a Sarutobi?
Tylearn, this doesn't change shit. Stop being on me saying give me Naruto and Kakashi and not the Naruto Bazinga!
Okay, so anyways, today I am not here alone because I am here with the homie Aventi or Aventai, whatever. I call him Aventai, but his name is Aventi, but I don't give a shit. With that being said, ladies and gents, let's get right into the video.
Hey, collecting rings like a Sonic. Bitches wanna party. My wrist getting heavy. Got 'em on a diet, yeah. Flex like I'm Hogan. Yo, bitch coming over. We respect.
To start off, we will say that Minato is a Sarutobi here, and he will still be considered a prodigy, learn the flying Raijin, and still succumb to the Reaper Death Seal. Only changes his hair color and the fact that he's a Sarutobi and not a Namikaze. Naruto would still be born, but this time he would have brown hair rather than yellow hair, and when he's brought to the world and when Hiruzen spots this child, he promises to do his best to take care of him as he feels like it should be his duty since he is one of his own. And he also knows that Naruto would be a potential threat since he does have the nine-tail sealed inside of him, and so he promises to take care of him and make sure he's under the Sarutobi name and make sure that whole nine-tails thing is kept a secret. Obviously, people are going to know and people are going to hate him, but Hiruzen specifically promises to make sure it is kept a secret to Naruto, so that way he isn't down in the dumps or whatever. Another thing that is kept under wraps is the fact that Minato and Kushina were his parents and they saved Naruto and sealed the nine tails inside of him. The reason why is because, well, in canon that was never told to him until later on in the series where he figured it out himself, and so I think that would still play out similar here. Naruto during his early days would be treated and taken care of by the likes of Hiruzen, and he would be aware of the potential enemies that could be a threat to Naruto since, you know, he does have the nine tails. And so Hiruzen promises to train him the best he can so whenever he needs to, he can defend himself. Naruto would have basic knowledge and understanding of chakra control, and he would be held back for a few years because Hiruzen wants to make sure Naruto is prepared. Not for the academy, by all means Naruto could have graduated by now, but he wants to make sure Naruto is extra prepared for future threats because Hiruzen does know that Naruto is going to be a big target because again he does have the nine tails sealed inside of him and people just want that Biju so badly. Hiruzen has that prepare for the worst and hope for the best type of mentality, and so he promises to train Naruto very hard until he is ready in his eyes. Naruto, by the time he nearly graduates, would have already mastered the water and tree walking exercises, and he would have already discovered his nature affinity, which would first be fire instead of wind this time.
Hey yo, what the f***, Tylearn?
I calm down, relax, and grab yourself a beverage, because the reason why I decided for Naruto's first nature affinity to be fire instead of wind is because that's actually the Sarutobi's main affinity, fire. Now, this doesn't mean Naruto is never going to get wind release, but his first nature affinity will be fire for the meantime. Now, Naruto would be able to use one jutsu that comes with his affinity, and this would be the fire style burning ash ability. During his training, he would also be able to use the shadow clone jutsu, along with having much better combat skill, because later on in his childhood, Hiruzen would have introduced Naruto to Asuma. And when he is introduced to Asuma, and whenever Hiruzen is too busy with Hokage work, Asuma would actually be training Naruto, and he would have taught him basic hand-to-hand combat with his chakra blade. He can't fully emit chakra into those blades, but having these sharp brass knuckles will come in handy for natural combat. Also, Konohamaru and Naruto would have been knowing each other, and Konohamaru would have been motivated to become a ninja a lot earlier due to him finding Naruto early on in his life, and they would consider each other actual brothers. Naruto would still want to be Hokage since some people still find him revolting for seemingly no reason in his eyes, and he is inspired by his father figure Hiruzen. He always wishes to become just like him, and that's another reason to push himself every single day to try and impress Hiruzen. However, Hiruzen would make it clear that he doesn't need to make him proud since he already is proud of Naruto for becoming such a powerful shinobi in such a short amount of time. And regardless if he's a Hokage or not, Hiruzen will always be proud of Naruto. Naruto smiles, but he does tell Hiruzen he wants to be just like him when he grows up and become a Hokage to be respected by everyone for his own greatness. Hiruzen smirks and says that Naruto can do it if he puts in enough hard work, which Naruto would respond with how he's just getting started and he will keep on going. Eventually, Naruto passes the academy, and he isn't manipulated to steal the scrolls by Mizuki since he is already aware of what they do. Instead, he plays along and awaits for Mizuki to arrive, which leads into Naruto learning about him being the nine-tailed fox. Naruto gets a little hesitant at first, but the shuriken comes at him, and as Iruka rushes in and tries to intercept the shuriken, he deflects it with a chakra blade. And this time, this chakra blade would actually have chakra emitting from the blade, and so the blade just completely deflects the shuriken, and Naruto is shocked that he is able to use this ability, and Mizuki is shocked himself. Naruto would then say how this is more fuel to the flame, and this gives him an even bigger reason to prove everyone wrong and to become Hokage. This just justifies everyone hating him, and this doesn't change his goals. This then leads into Naruto casting his fire style burning ash ability, which KOs the Chunin. Naruto is already qualified to graduate, but Iruka still congratulates him, and after this day we would then move on to Naruto arriving at the academy, encountering Sasuke. A big change here is that Sakura wouldn't be hating on Naruto because Naruto is more so a boy focused on his goals and a lot less on the girls, so he isn't annoying to Sakura or even really speaking to her, so she has no reason to be mad at him. If anything, she has more of a reason to actually find Naruto a lot cooler than when she did at first in canon, because of Naruto being a Sarutobi and him being trained and raised by the 3rd Hokage, along with training with people like Asuma. Sasuke and Naruto still indeed establish a rivalry, and the formation of Team 7 and the introduction with Kakashi goes the same about as per normal, with Naruto adding in the fact that he wants to be like the 3rd Hokage, and that's why he wants to be Hokage, along with being respected. After this, of course, would then be the bell test, which goes about the same as per normal, but with Naruto standing a much bigger chance and scrapping with Kakashi far better than the likes of Sasuke, but he would still succumb to him. They would still figure out about teamwork, which gives them the qualification to pass, and during the 1-month training arc that leads after the bell test and before the Land of Waves saga, Naruto does tell Hiruzen and Asuma about the chakra blade move he did on Mizuki, and Asuma and Hiruzen are intrigued by this, especially Asuma. Asuma would then decide to train Naruto every day after he goes out on missions with Team Kakashi, but specifically in learning about his second affinity, which would be Wind, and he would learn about the chakra blades and how they work a lot more thoroughly thanks to someone who's like an uncle to him. And before someone takes that statement out of context, no, I don't mean it in that weird way. Anyways, Naruto at that point can actually control the chakra blade at times and even raise the cutting power thanks to his wind affinity. But he still needs a little bit more practice, and what's better practice than a mission that's supposedly a C rank mission but actually an A rank mission, or a B rank. What? Yeah, that's right, it's the Land of Waves time, goats. Aventai, take it away.
Now, like usual, Naruto would nag the Photokage for a higher ranked mission, and Hiruzen would accept knowing Naruto's capabilities. Now, like usual, they would all get the Land of Waves C-rank mission. Now, further along the way, they would encounter the two brothers from the Hidden Mist village. Now, this is a lot easier as Naruto is not scared of these Chunin, so Naruto and Sasuke would handle these guys no problem. He also knows Kakashi is dead since Naruto himself is handling these guys with no problem. After that, Kakashi would come in and stop them and tie them up. Eventually, Kakashi would ask Tazuna on why the mission was placed on a C rank, when this should be a lot higher. Also, we don't get a cool Naruto speech, since Naruto would not be poisoned. Now, as they go through the Land of Waves, Kakashi would find the time and ask Tazuna why and what is really happening with this whole C-rank lying thing. Now, like usual, Tazuna would explain what's really happening. Now, everything would be the same until they meet Zabuza, and like usual, Kakashi would reveal his Sharingan and fight Zabuza. Now, what Team 7 would be doing is protecting Tazuna while the chaos would ensue, and eventually Kakashi would get trapped in the water prison jutsu, and that would lead into Team 7 trying to get him out. Now, Naruto is of course a lot stronger due to his training prior, so Naruto would act along with Sasuke, and Naruto would use his signature move against Zabuza, which would be his Burning Ash ability, which is enough to get rid of the water clones. Now, Naruto and Sasuke would eventually get Kakashi out of the water prison jutsu, most likely using the Demon Wind Shuriken strategy. And like usual, after that, Kakashi would be done playing games and destroy Zabuza. Straight after that, a masked man would come in and knock out Zabuza, and this person, known as Haku, would take Zabuza away, and Kakashi would fall over due to Sharingan exhaustion.
Now, Kakashi knows Naruto can already use chakra control, and Naruto would help the rest of Team 7 to learn chakra control, and the rest of the days leading up to the final encounter with Zabuza and Haku would be spent training. Now, we skip all the way to the Haku and Zabuza versus Team 7 fight, as nothing has changed too significantly leading up to it, and Naruto and Sasuke would still verse Haku, and Kakashi would have his rematch with Zabuza. Like usual, Naruto and Sasuke would be stuck in the ice mirrors, and this would then lead into Sasuke unleashing his Sharingan, and unfortunately Sasuke would still seemingly die, and Naruto would go mental on Haku, and after that Naruto would stop due to Naruto breaking the mask. Haku still sacrifices himself, and Team 7 and the boys take care of the rest of Gato's squad after Zabuza gets Takano Jutsu'd and sacrifices himself. The bridge is still named the Great Naruto Bridge, and Kakashi would say to Naruto and the rest of Team 7 that he's proud of them. He would also say to Naruto specifically that he had a lot of heart out there, and he definitely has the heart of a Kage. He just needs to keep on working hard. Naruto smiles from this compliment, and Sasuke keeps to himself that he needs to train a lot in order not to fall behind Naruto. And that would conclude the Land of Wave saga and part 1 for this series. Don't worry, part 2 is coming very soon, just be patient.
Thanks for watching the first part of this What If. So if you enjoyed, show some support to the man Tylearn, as he is the one that made the video. And if you want to check out my channel, it will be in the description. So anyways, see ya.